This story takes place 4 years ago. I lived with my boyfriend, and he was currently serving in the United States Army, but he was home for 14 days on leave, something soldiers can do to come home and see their families and loved ones. However, he and his parents, and most other family, aren't on good terms, as they are all drug addicts, and my boyfriend, Alex, is heavily against any recreational drugs, so he was going to spend every day he had back with me. After the second or third day of romantic nights, and spending as much time with him as I could, my best friend hesitantly asked me over the phone if she could stay with us for a few days because her abusive boyfriend kicked her out. But she knew Alex was home, and didn't want to come between the little time we had to spend together. Alex, being the kind-hearted man he is, told her she can stay with us as long as she needed. When my friend, Kate, arrived at our house, she thanked us again and continued to do so all night. But then Alex noticed some bruises on her arm under her sleeve and told her to lift up her shirt, where he saw more bruises on her stomach and sides. He then told her that she did the right thing breaking up with him, and he understands why she wants to get away from him, and he assured her that he wasn't going to let him, or anyone else, lay a finger on her again, because she is a sweet girl who deserves better. Come nighttime, Alex got her some pillows and blankets, and set up a bed on our couch and told her to help herself to anything she wants to eat. And I told her that she may want to turn the TV up a little, as I didn't see Alex much, and wanted to make the most out of our nights we had together, if you get what I mean. She laughed and said she understands. So we proceed into the bedroom, leaving Kate right outside in our living room. Once we were done doing the do, and falling asleep in each other's arms for a few hours, Kate barges in almost in tears and shaking, saying, "He's at the door. He wants me to come back home." Alex got up and told me and Kate to stay in our bedroom and lock the door, and he was going to get rid of him. I held Kate, trying to calm her down, as Alex walks out of the room ready to fight him and get him to leave Kate alone. I hear them both talking at a normal volume for a while, figuring Alex was simply explaining to him that Kate doesn't want anything to do with him anymore. And me being me, I open the door to go join Alex and maybe help. As soon as I see him, I could instantly spot that he was high on something, so I already knew that Alex did not like talking to him from that already. He stops mid-sentence, looks at me and eyes me up, and right in front of my boyfriend says, "Maybe you'd like to come over for the night instead of that bitch back in the room. You're even hotter than I thought." This immediately set Alex off. The thing about Alex is, he is one of the last people you want mad at you. 6'3" tall, 300 pounds of muscle, served as an M1 armor crewman, and was currently an Army Ranger. His friends referred to him as the tank in the tank, as he was the gunner on an Abrams tank before he was a Ranger. So he was a big guy. After Kate's ex told me he wanted to take me home and fuck me, Alex snapped. He grabbed him by the neck and slammed him up against the wall, and lifted him off the ground by his neck as he was flailing and gasping for air. Alex got right up next to him and said something soft right into his ear, before throwing him down a small staircase in front of our door. He got up and ran to his car and sped away. I later asked him what he said to him. He told him, "If Kate tells me you're even looking at her funny, I'm coming for you. And if I see you around here, or Ashley, me, it will be the last thing you do." Kate and I were pretty shaken up, so we all slept, or at least tried to sleep in the living room. We felt like the safest girls in town, knowing that Alex was watching over us. The next night, Alex offers to sleep in the living room again, just to make sure Kate feels completely safe. But she insists we sleep in the bedroom for more private time, so we do. And again, at around the same time as the night before, Kate ran in, this time in tears and shaking more than the last time, just to say, "He's back, and he says he's got a gun." Alex got up and told us to lock the door when he leaves, and to hide just in case something happens to him. Me and Kate run to the closet after locking the door behind Alex. I'll admit, At this point, I was getting a bit teary-eyed as I feared for Alex's safety. After a few minutes of shouting that we could barely hear through the walls, we hear a single gunshot go off. I grabbed Kate as tight as I could, worried something had happened to Alex. A few moments after hearing the gunshot, I hear Alex yell, "Ash, get in here." I forced myself to get up and go out. I opened the door to see Alex kneeling on top of him with his face in the ground. As Alex changed the hold into holding his arms behind his back with one arm and one arm around his neck, he tells me to call the police and that he can hold him in that position as long as needed. I call the police, and they say they will be there in a few minutes. And as we are waiting, he is yelling things like, "Kate, you fucking bitch," and "I'm going to beat you to death." The police arrive and take him in, still high on some kind of drug, and get our side of the story. After it all calmed down, I asked Alex what happened when me and Kate were in the closet. He said that he started yelling through the door that they could talk and work this out, and he agreed. So he opens the door, and he proceeds to start yelling at Alex, saying that Kate is staying here because she is having sex with me while they were still together, and raised a gun to try and shoot Alex. But luckily, Alex's training and reflexes caught his hand before the gun was pointed at him, and he fired one shot into the ground, before Alex threw him on the ground, and we called the police. It turns out that him and two of his friends had been running a meth lab at one of their friends' houses, and he had been doing meth for the past year while keeping Kate in the dark, only using her for free rides, and probably sex. He got a 10-year sentence for meth, and a handful of other crimes. Kate has since found a perfect guy for her, and is really happy. Alex is no longer serving, and we also live together happily, and frequently visit Kate. And whenever he gets out of prison, for his sake, I hope he never even thinks about Kate again, or Alex will beat him within an inch of his life. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. If you would like a chance to have your story featured in an upcoming video, make sure you check out the description for information on how to submit your stories. I really appreciate you watching the video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and just remember, it's always scarier if it's true.